I know that enthusiasts that love both Magic the Gathering and Lord of the Rings are hyped about Tales of Middle-earth coming this year. But after looking at some of the products for the set as well as the singles, I feel like there are some conversations that we must have before people start purchasing this product. Let's talk about them. Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth is in the near future when it comes to Magic the Gathering set releases, and it's fair to say that as a community, we're pretty hyped about it. It's even more fair to say that the Lord of the Rings community has started to take notice. And frankly, this is a good thing. The universes beyond concept in Magic the Gathering does one thing, in my opinion, extremely well, is it exposes a game that we all know and love and have been involved with for years to people who might otherwise have not known or experienced Magic the Gathering. This is a massive win, in my opinion, and I know that certain players have a problem sitting down and playing against certain characters or feeling that, that fourth wall break or breaking into these different IPs. Personally, that's not a problem for me. And let's get this out of the way right away in the video. It's going to get controversial right away. I also don't have a problem, personally, with the changing in depiction of characters from various IPs, and that's because I'm not hyper passionate about any of those IPs. I got into Magic long ago for the gameplay, and people are passionate about it, they aren't. Some people like the fact that they've changed it, some people don't. Whatever your position is, we're going to stay away from that because I think there's a more pressing issue here that we as Magic enthusiasts must get into. And when it comes to something like Lord of the Rings, I have said before on this channel, I truly believe the set has a master purpose. I know it's a modern legal set. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan here watching this video, you don't know what that means. But if you're a Magic fan, it means it is a very powerful and popular format that contains cards from a wide variety of sets, and this set will be included in that format. You'll be able to play these cards when you play that game type, if you will. But from what we've seen, a lot of those cards won't really affect that game type yet. It's still way too early. Spoilers, we've seen that, it really hasn't really got there. What this set really does a good job of doing, though, is it seems like a fantastic even and starting ground for people to come in and learn how to sling spells. There's mechanics, tempted by the ring and things of that nature. There's high costing and powerful creatures. There doesn't seem to be a lot of low to the ground crazy interaction. We've seen some, but nothing just super wild. So I really think this serves as a great entry point and starter project when it comes to Magic the Gathering. But because of this, I have a big problem with some aspects of this set. And this conversation all stems from me going on TCG Player and seeing a copy of the One Ring Borderless selling for $125. That is right. Oh, you see it here on the screen as we speak. $125 copy of the One Ring. And my problem here doesn't stem from the fact that stores are selling products way too early at a massive increase in price. I cannot imagine this card comes out and holds that price by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't have a problem with that. My problem is Universes Beyond as a whole are meant to bring in people who don't have the most Magic the Gathering experience into our community. And this is where we enter what could be the danger zone. When they hear from their friends or other Magic enthusiasts or any forum online to go to TCG Player and just buy singles. I guarantee if you get into the Magic community, you're going to hear just buy singles. And when they go to do that, they might be convinced that this card is worth $125. And more importantly, there are sold listings for this card at or around that. Now, I know, and you can let me know in the comment section too, because I know from some of you guys have a lot of experience with TCG Player, as do I at this point. Are those realistic sales? Are those stores just shill selling their own product to make it look more legitimate, whatever it might be? Let me know what you think. I think there's probably a lot of that going on. But if you're new to the community and new to that environment, you don't necessarily know any better. And if your first introduction to Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth, and back into, or for the first time into Magic the Gathering, is buying what you think is a collector piece and then watching it absolutely get decimated in value, well, that's not going to be great. And I think the sealed product here is at risk for that as well. We've talked on this channel several times about how the mom release, March of the Machine, has gone fantastically, and Aftermath is going to come out immediately after, and let's be honest, the community is not super hyped about Aftermath, but then after Lord of the Rings, we are followed by, well, Commander Masters, what might be the largest set release in Magic's history. Like, this thing is gonna be big. It's got a lot of potential. There's a lot of weight riding on it. And with that being said, that means that Lord of the Rings finds itself in a unique position. I've said several times that I believe there's only so much money to go around. And while we haven't seen the effects of wallet fatigue in the recent past, I think we might get our first taste of that dilemma here. And that isn't, again, a big deal for people who are ingrained in the community. We've seen products come out, we've seen them spike, we've seen them crash. We're used to all that before. But what we are not used to is people who have not lived in this. They're not inundated with the life cycle and the flow and how all this works, having that same experience. So when you buy a collector box of Lord of the Rings and you see people like me on YouTube building shelves, and you put it on your own shelf and you check the value 2 months later and it is $100 less, $50 less, you're going to start to feel bad, and that's not a great introduction to Magic the Gathering. So I do caution people. I think this is a wonderful experience. Now, the set's got a lot going for it. I think the limited play experience and playing in the realm of Lord of the Rings, right? Playing in the Shire and the fires of Mount Doom and all those things, feeling that theme and that flavor as you play Limited, as you play any of the Commander products, the starter product, which I hear is going to be a banger. If you want to pick one up, make sure when the pre-releases are ready, you go to channel sponsor MinMax Games. They're going to sell it at the best price you're going to find it on the internet. But playing these things in that realm is going to feel so much fun, and I really think this set's got a lot going for it. So I've got a lot more to cover on this set. We are going to follow more with the set. If you're interested in this set or other Magic products or other Magic releases, make sure you click that subscribe button. We are doing a ton on the channel. We're doing a ton of videos every week. We're also doing a live stream every Friday morning. Friday Morning Magic, we cover all the drama and everything that happened during the week. We sit there, last stream's chat was popping off. It was so much fun. Make sure you're there. We'll be there this Friday talking about all this, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. The last thing I ask is that if you enjoy this content, if you have any of the same concerns that I have, you have any of the same passions that I have, share this video with a friend or group of friends. I think content like this is super important for our community. It's super fun to have these conversations. Until next time, you guys know me, my name is Josh, and I really hope that we can help anyone coming into the Magic community avoid the crazy feels bads from the crazy high of highs and the lows of lows when it comes to this product. I think, it's hyperbolic. It feels like our duty. Anyway, I've rambled on for too long. You guys take it easy. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.